Hi! Welcome to this part of my review featuring Beyond Corny Groń, Adventurer's Guide. This is part campaign setting, part sandbox toolkit, inspired by the folklore and mythology of Poland. If you haven't seen part 1, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about character creation. You create your characters using the rules of the game you are playing. This is a system agnostic type of setting or toolbox, so you can play it with any tabletop role-playing game. You can come up with or randomize character traits such as body type, looks, hair, clothes, etc. So you have many random tables for all sorts of results. So for example, maybe your character is athletic, or perhaps rounded. Maybe when it comes to your face, you have a long face, or a malignant face. Concerning your haircut, maybe it looks ruffled, perhaps wavy. When it comes to distinctive signs, maybe you have a scar, or maybe you have a humped nose. You can also determine outfits such as short coats, maybe a military jacket. Perhaps your outfit looks simple, or perhaps very elegant. You can also determine what brings you here. Who are you? Maybe you are a student and you came to your grandfather's homeland, searching for the treasure he told you about when you were little. You can use the table of mountain passes or the table of mountain peaks to see where you should start your search according to the story. Now maybe you've just left Eren Castle, the toughest prison in Karpaki, with a clear conscience, empty pockets, and good knowledge of various nooks and crannies in the fortress, where many important guests are still being kept. Maybe you were sent to a particular place by an efrit from a porcelain lamp bought at the bronze market in Antopol, who stole your heart and promised to give it back only when you lead him to the place he called the First Piers, which leads supposedly to the heart of Krak the dragon. Perhaps you woke up with a headache on the edge of a pond, surrounded by the corpses of strange, bulging-eyed creatures that stink of fish and salt, with an iron scale in your hand. Among the bodies you found drawings that looked like clues leading to an unfamiliar valley among the peaks, signed with characters from a foreign alphabet. Finally, you can also find out what your character's virtues and weaknesses are by inventing something or selecting or rolling from a list. Perhaps your character is courageous and generous, but maybe he is also arrogant or sleazy. You can also determine rumors and legends such as, there is a beautiful and sad song that mentions that when you hear a wailing lamentation over the meadows and among the peaks, it is a sure sign that soon someone of the royal blood of the Melusine will have to leave this world. Now, what brought you together, that is, the party of adventurers? Maybe you are all from the same village and have known each other since childhood. That's a bit cliché. Perhaps you escaped together from the captivity of an ogre. There's also a process in this book to start out with specific gear and equipment, such as food for 3 days, traveling clothes, a handful of silver pieces, a melee weapon. You can also start out with things such as climbing hooks, spiked shoes, wooden buckets, chisels, bottles, a deck of cards. There are also black powder firearms, with values on the old school Renaissance side, that is, if you are using Labyrinth Lord, old school essentials, etc. The list of firearms comes with the values for those sorts of games, but you also have information on bucklers, closed helmets, full plate armor. There is also a list of retainers and payment per day, of course, buildings if you want to purchase one, or rather the cost of materials with no labor cost. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about mountain exploration. I think that this character creation section is perfect. And even if you are using some other type of system, not a D20 based system, it's very easy to take these lists as references for the values that are more logical or adequate to your game. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.